If you introduce me to a man that I walk down the aisle and get married to, I will give you $5,000. My DMs are open.
Our latest bestie in Messy is none other than a young hottie named tilley-coulson. Now, my girl, she was on TikTok and she was telling T, she was like, listen, I'm 34. She was 34 at the time. She's now 35. And I have everything going for myself, but I cannot find a man. And I have told my friends, bosses, former coworkers, like, hey, if you're out there and you know anybody who's single looking and like they want to be in a serious relationship, so serious that we walk down the aisle and get married, I will give you $5,000 for that referral.
I feel like I'm just going to open it up to the general public because I'm good for it. I will give you $5,000. I don't have to stay married to him for long. I can get divorced in 20 years. It doesn't matter.
So she's at her wit's end, but not her financial end, okay? She told me she is a lawyer. She lives out in LA. She is going to lean on her blessings, which is the fact that she has money. And she told me $5,000 does not seem like that much to offer someone who helps her with this major life move. And she's ready to reach that stage of brightdom, aren't we all? She actually made a second TikTok kind of giving the world an update on what it is that she's looking for. And she told me as well,
I don't care how much money he makes. I'd prefer if he had a large family. I do not want a mama's boy, like spare me the mama's boys, but I do want somebody who's close with his family.
She doesn't care about race, color, nothing other than height, really.
So I'm 5'11", so I am open to 6 foot and taller. I'm also now open to 5'11" and taller, but we are not open to under 5'11". That's just like solid no-go.
It's not about looks, especially when you're getting married. It's about the person, the character, how you guys vibe, and she's putting it out there so that whoever can find, whether that's your brother, your cousin, your uncle, somebody fresh out of jail, if they meet her criteria and they vibe with her, I'm feeling like my girl Eva's gonna cut that check.
And finally, his interest need to include sports. I veer strongly against the Star Wars computer AI nerdy persuasion. That is probably not my match.
She even said to me like, oh, me and my friends joke like, what if this article in the Post brings me a husband? Like, who gets the check? Girl, I gets the check. Are you crazy? I will be walking down the aisle behind you or in front of you, whatever it takes, like one of the bridesmaids, waiting to get my check. When I first saw Eve's post, I thought it was genius. That's why I had to get on the line, because there are so many cultures and civilizations who kind of functioned under a dowry system where there was money exchanged when a marriage was taking place, whether that was arranged marriage, something that the family or the village kind of put together. Like, it's not a big deal. And I mean, we've had reality TV shows like Millionaire Matchmaker, other things like that out there in the space where what you have in your pocket brings in the man or woman of your dreams. It's not a bad thing. She's not paying for a man. She's not paying for a date, but she's saying, listen, guys and girls, whomever, if you're out there and you know somebody or you feel like, you know, me and XYZ would get along great, point me in the direction. Like, we'll do the work. If it doesn't work out, you don't get paid. I don't think this is that weird. I don't know that everybody can do it. I mean, in my purse, I got a crisp $5 bill for anyone who can introduce me to a lovely young man, but that's about it. 5 G's, I think, is a pretty big push. So she means business, people. Get on it. I need you to go on over to that like and subscribe button and hit them both like you're a hired hitman. Boop, boop.